Hello and welcome to another Star Citizen Ship Buyer's Guide. We're taking a look at the Kruger Intergalactic L-22 Alpha Wolf that's been newly released as part of the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo to Star Citizen's persistent universe. It is a powerful single-seater light fighter and variant of the L-21 Wolf, which is also a powerful single-seater light fighter. It takes the L-21 Wolf and makes a few aesthetic changes, some of which are going to be pretty popular. The fin underneath the ship that comes out is now just a little nub. It has little side wings and fins, and those alone might make it a lot more appealing to a lot more players, the fin under the ship being quite disliked by many. Kruger swiftly returns following the stylish debut of its aesthetic masterpiece, the L-21 Wolf, with an altered variant. Modified and customizable for your desired offense in combat, the L-22 Alpha Wolf flies with agility and striking elegance, just like its predecessor, but with a new laser-driven style, showing that sometimes the new ways are the best. So yeah, it's got a different loadout, it's running 2 size 4 bespoke laser repeaters rather than the ballistics of its L-21 brother. It also has 6 size 2 missiles rather than 8 size 1s. So yeah, that's a good amount more punch with its missiles. And the laser repeaters give it a lot more stamina because it's not relying on ballistics. It can stay out in combat a lot longer. Yes, it's going to be using more power effectively, but I think that's a fair trade-off. I believe it has a better quantum drive by default as well. It's got a military grade A1. It's all size 1 components, and it's got 2 size 1 shields and 2 size 1 coolers as well for a bit of redundancy or extra cooling or whatever. So the ship does not have the toughest hull. And when we have armor implemented, it's not going to be like super armored or anything. So you're going to want to avoid getting hit. It is not a tank. There's some cool little bits with it as well. Just like the L-21 Wolf, the weapons retract inside. It's got this really nice sort of futuristic retro feel. There's a nod to Knight Rider, kit from Knight Rider, the Cylons, Robocop, all that sort of stuff with a sort of neon red strip that makes it look like the ship's got an eye. You can access the components pretty easily when the ship's landed or in flight. Well, I say in flight, in space. Not while it's in flight unless you're doing some sort of really, really crazy parkour. But you can access all the components from the exterior of the ship and then do any replacements or repair that you need there. Obviously, you're not going to be doing that in combat. The ship is 21.5 meters by 10.5 meters by 4.2 meters. It's pretty small. It's going to fit in a lot of different ships. And yeah, it's a great ship to have on your pocket carrier or in a ship like the Polaris. I think you can fit this in the Perseus's cargo bay, things like that, right? The price is interesting. So it's available at the moment between $105 and $120. That's War Bond at the 105 and store credit at 120. The L-21 Wolf is available for $100 now, and I believe it was $90 when it was on War Bond sale. So basically it's $20 more, the L-22 Alpha Wolf. And really what you're paying for there is the upgraded quantum drive and the different missile chassis and the different look of the ship. Now you could say, well, you're also paying for laser kit. And yes, you are, but well, I said laser kit there for a reason, because the weapon kits for the Kruger are now available separately. So Kruger does what it does best with modifiable parts for the L-22 Alpha Wolf and its predecessor, the L-21 Wolf. Create a battle-ready build to suit your style by switching between size 4 bespoke lasers and Gatling guns as needed. So you can buy these with real money, these laser and ballistics kits. They're $13 to $15. So you can run the L-22 with the ballistics loadout of the L-21 and vice versa. You will be able to get these and the ship in-game shops in the future. The reason you pay real money to get this is if you wanted to start the game with it, if you really love it, if you want to support the project, if you want to get the ship at the earliest possible stage. And if you do grab a L-22 War Bond for $105 at the moment, you do get lifetime insurance on it as well. And I think that's going to be appealing for a lot of people as well for a combat craft like this. It's worth mentioning that the paints on the L-21 and L-22 Wolves are interchangeable. I think the ship is absolutely beautiful. My favourite light fighter, I think, is the Arrow, but the L-21 and L-22 Wolf might take that place. Well, it would be the L-22 Wolf that I really like here because, well, I suppose it could be either now. I don't like being forced to run a ship with a particular loadout, like just ballistics or just laser, whatever. Now there's a bit of a choice that's actually much more appealing to me, and I do prefer lasers. I'm a much more PvE combatant. Let's jump into the Q&A for the Alpha Wolf. With the Kruger L-21 Wolf having 2 bespoke size 4 ballistic Gatlings, how will the L-22 Alpha Wolf's armament differ? Will its default guns be replaceable, and will players be able to swap weapons between the Wolf and Alpha Wolf? The L-22's default weapons are a pair of bespoke size 4 laser repeaters, which are swappable with the size 4 ballistic Gatlings from the L-21 Wolf. Players can choose to run either set of weapons on either ship, or even mix and match between the two. They are swappable via the Vehicle Manager app, as well as by hand with a tractor beam. If a player owns both the L-21 Wolf and the L-22 Alpha Wolf, a weapons kit is not required to swap the ship's included weapons. So I think it was saying there that I could have 1 laser repeater and 1 ballistic Gatling. I'm not sure how I feel about asymmetric weapon loadouts, but I suspect there's actually good reasons to do that, maybe. Do you envision the L-22 Alpha Wolf excelling at strafing runs in extended engagements or modes like Arena Commander, since it doesn't need to resupply with ammo? Laser repeaters benefit from the ability to recharge when depleted compared to ballistics, so while you trade some initial damage, you gain the benefit of staying in the fight for longer. Much was discussed regarding the L-21 Wolf's lower fin, which has been announced to be retractable in a future patch. Is there a functional reason why the fin was designed smaller for the L-22 Alpha Wolf, or was it merely an aesthetic decision, and are there other differences in the design of these two ships? Even with the Alpha Wolf having a smaller fin, will it also be retractable? The L-21's fin is now retractable via a dashboard button as part of the Alpha 4.4 release. I didn't know that. That's really good to know. We decided not to have such a prominent fin on the L-22 to provide a visual alternative to the L-21 while maintaining the overall aesthetic. How does the L-22 Alpha Wolf differ from the L-21 Wolf in terms of missiles, shields, speed, and maneuverability? Missile-wise, the L-22 swaps the 8 size 1 for 6 size 2 missiles and keeps the same 2 size 1 shield generator arrangement. Due to subtle alterations to the geometry of the ship, the L-22 trades a small amount of SCM and nav speed for improved angular rotation rates. So, the ship is not as fast as the standard Wolf, but it is more agile effectively. Will weapon kits become a staple of Kruger's brand going forward, and can we expect that this level of modification may be available for other Kruger ships in the future? Yes, this is something to expect on future Kruger ships, and CIG have confirmed more Kruger ships coming in the future with this, and in the Alpha Wolf Behind the Ships episode where John Crew went, yes, more Kruger ships. I think this is going to be hugely popular, the L-22 Alpha Wolf, taking a relatively popular ship already, making improvements or giving players a wider choice, and then going, boom, have that. I'm not a massive fan of selling weapon kits for real money, but some people are going to want that rather than not want it. You can choose not to do that and just get the stuff in game, so there's no love lost there. A really cool variant to add to the game that's going to make a lot of people happy. And I'm really interested to know, are you going to be purchasing yourself an L-22 Alpha Wolf? Have you already got one? Have you rented one and gone, yeah, this is great? Do you dislike it? Are you like, nah, not really into fighting anyway. I'm more into industrial ships. Are you going to be grabbing one when it's available in game shops in around, assumedly, about 3 months-ish? Do you have a L-21 Wolf, and do you feel that this variant has devalued it, or actually improved it because now you've got another bespoke weapons choice? Whatever your thoughts, I would love to hear from you in the comments below. And also, some other things you should do. Get yourself some NordVPN. Why haven't you got NordVPN yet? Get yourself NordVPN. Links down below for better accessibility, security, and privacy on the internet. There's a huge, massive sale at the moment. There's still the money off. Why wouldn't you want money off? So get that. And there's other links below as well. Tobii Eye Trackers, they've got a huge percentage off as well, like 20%. Well, that's, if you bought 5, you're basically getting one free. Yeah, because you get 4, and then the 5th one, 20%, is effectively, it's not free, it's 20% off. But there's links down below for that. Get yourself a Tobii Eye Tracker for natively supported, high-precision head and eye tracking in Star Citizen. And also, if you are unaware, we have an additional giveaway going on at the moment. So we've got the normal November giveaway for the Shiv, but we're also giving away, during the IAE, a Drake Clipper. Just comment on any of my videos that are covering the IAE in any way. This year's 2955 IAE more specifically, to be in for a chance of winning that. And thank you very much, CIG, for giving us that ship for giveaway. Every month we have a Star Citizen ship giveaway. For November, we are giving away the latest in pristine technology, the Grey's Market Shiv, a heavy fighter with a bucket of weaponry, and the first compound ship in game. It is made up of a cutlass and a load of other ships stuck together. It comes with lifetime insurance and a game package, all you need to play Star Citizen. But we're also bundling in a CitizenCon digital goodies pack, just loads of FPS items and stuff that you can put around your hangar and your base eventually. Just comment on any of our videos during the month to be in for a chance of winning that. Also, a big thank you to CIG for providing that prize. If you would like to further support the channel by clicking the join button under our videos and becoming a channel member or becoming a Patreon, then please do. It helps out a ton and enables us to make daily Star Citizen content, even when the YouTube algorithm or revenues are unkind. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and click any of the affiliate links under our videos. That helps too. It gives us a little kickback. Share with us your feedback and what you'd like to see. We'll see you in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching to the end of the video.